there, it's Erin with Time Saving Templates, and today I'm going to be going over one of our newer templates that was added last fall, the Employee Paid Time Off Tracker. So tracking whether you're tracking vacation time, uh, any type of paid time off, there's going to be a variety of different time off categories, and we're going to use this spreadsheet to track everybody and track balances. So let me jump into the spreadsheet so we can go over an example of how you can use this template in your HR department or in your small business. Okay, so getting into the template, you'll see there are a few different tabs here at the bottom. There's a key that we're going to fill out. And then from there, everything is mostly set up. So the light green cells is the information you need to input. And then everything else pretty much are formulas to help you track your vacation and time off. So let me go through an example. So starting with the key, we have a few things here to consider. If there's a company-wide holiday that everybody gets off, you want to go ahead and enter those dates in here and just leave the code there. So we just want to, you can give it a holiday name and the date. Let's see, I'm going to just do a couple, and it doesn't have to be in specific order, but you do want to just do 1 year at a time. Okay, so you could list more. For now, I'm just going to have those 4. Okay, so with the weekends, it's the same idea as the holiday. We want to track days that they're already given off so that we're not accidentally entering a date for paid time off that they're already going to get. This will make more sense as I go through like how to enter their time off. Now this is set up, this section right here, we can have up to about 10 types of time off. It will just track one total amount, but if you want to track a remaining amount off, so if you're doing paid time off and they get 20 days or 15 days of paid time off a year, you can just have one PTO amount and you would say that you would track it. You could give it a code too. Really, if that's all you want to track, that's really all you need to enter. For this example, I'm going to paste in a few others. So if you had other types, so you wanted to track vacation, personal, birthday, sick time, if you had a total amount and these were all paid time off, you could still add to track all of these against your total paid time off. So there's that part. And then there's also, you can track time off that is not paid or you're not tracking it against the total that they're allocated. So if you don't have like a set number of days or that you're wanting to track these against, and I'm just pasting in a few for example, you could put these in if you just wanted to be able to track their time off for different categories. So I would just leave this blank if I am not tracking this against their total allocated paid time off. Things are also different if they're salaried versus hourly, if it's unpaid time, or if it doesn't go against. Like those are different things to consider. But for this template, we're really just tracking the time off. Okay, so after you fill that out in the key, then we can come over here to the detailed summary. So the first thing we need to fill out is the ID, the name, and then if you're tracking your paid days off, you can enter the total allocated per year here. Okay, so I'm just going to paste in some sample data, employee IDs, and their name and number of days off that they get per year, so 10, 15. And you'll see that this time off type has populated from the different options we entered in the key. So if you're not going to use some of them, you can also highlight the columns you don't need, right click and select hide. And that's how I would recommend to do it versus deleting, because some formulas may give you problems if you delete the full column. So after we enter that, then we're going to go to the enter details, and this is where we would enter any time off requests. In here, we would just enter employee ID. It's going to pull in the name. And you have to be kind of careful because these gray cells all contain formulas. Just be careful not to type over the formulas. So we're just going to enter in the white cells, which I may change these to light green so it's easier to tell which cells to enter in. Say we want to put in their date, May 1st. That's a Monday. And they're requesting vacation. And if the same employee is taking, 5 days off or so, you can just drag this down and Excel will usually autofill counting, May 1st through 5th. Then it's going to pull in the weekday. So we want to make sure we're not using a vacation day on a Saturday. So if I were to pull this down to a Saturday, you'll see it highlights red, and that's telling me, they're already getting the day off. So I wouldn't really want to enter this as a vacation day if you don't want them to use their paid time towards a day they already have. So that will help flag it, and it will also flag a company-wide holiday as yellow. You'll see this legend right here, weekend or company holiday. So what's one? We had the 1st. So if I tried to enter a vacation day for the 1st, it's going to highlight, and over here it's telling me that's New Year's holiday. So you'd want to not use that day. You can just delete the date, and then those other cells will remove. So far we have 5 days entered for employee 1. There's also the option to flag if they're doing a half day. This is really only necessary if this is a trackable paid time off. So you don't want them to use up a full vacation day if they're really working half of the day. So that way they can save their time for when they have their next vacation. So you would just flag it here. Let me just do one more example just to give us some more information in our summary. Say that I tried to do Christmas. It's telling me it's a holiday. I think the 26th is a holiday too. So maybe I put the 27th. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then we could select it different things, vacation or maybe sick day or something, just for the example. So coming back, so after I enter the details here, I can come back to the detailed summary, and you'll see that now it's populating for employee 1 that I have 5 vacation days, and it's showing that I had a half day. So the trackable PTO total is actually 4.5. So it's going to show the total here is going to be subtracting any half days. And then the remaining balance, if they had 10 days, then it's showing that 5.5 for their balance. And then we did, employee 5, 3 sick days. And because we had flagged sick day as trackable, that is coming out of their remaining PTO balance. They're getting a 12. So that's the overall way how this works. The detailed summary will have 1 row per employee, and then the detail be sure to drag the employee ID down for each day that they are taking off. Now there's a couple more summaries that are going to help you with planning, capacity planning, and things like that. So we have the total summary where we would just enter in the green cell just the employee ID, and then it's going to populate for the whole year, January through December, any months, the days they have selected. And it's also going to give us a snapshot over here of their, total days per year and how many used and how many remaining and which time off type. So that's one way to look at per employee. And then there's also a monthly summary. So this is great if you want to look at capacity for 1 month at a time. And you would just select from this drop down to select the month. Now, if it changes to the next year, you would update the year in the key. So you could update the year right here to 2024 for next year, and then it'll update and follow through to here. So then it will always show all days for the month, starting, with the first through the end of the month. So let's see, I think my sample data was in 2023. So let me switch back. 2023, we had entered May and December. So let me just filter on those dates. So May, you'll see we have employee 1, his days off, May 1st through 5th, are going to show up here. And then the weekends, the legends right here with the different codes and the colors for each time off type. So if you're using all the different types, that can help you view this. And then of course the weekends are the red, and then the company-wide holiday is that light yellow. So I think the other one was December. So yeah, we had employee number 5 taking sick leave or sick time, and you can update it so that it shows whatever code you want it in the key. So you can tie different codes to different categories or time off types. And you'll see it has marked the company holiday yellow. And so as you add more data, the calendar will give you more good idea of your capacity for different scenarios. Let me see if I can add a little bit more sample data so you can see how it looks with that. Okay, so here's a little bit more data that's been entered for employee number 2. So as I populate, it'll show me that they have no remaining days, and it'll show which months they use their time off. And then if I come back to here and I select May, you'll see we have 2 people taking the same time off that first week of May. I think there was some in July, so employee 2 and 3 taking time off in different dates in July, and the holiday July 4th. So really the thing that will take the longest is probably just entering the request as they come in for the different vacation days. But after you do that, the rest of the template is pretty much just selecting what information you want, and it will calculate the rest for you. So I hope that helps explain how to use the paid time off tracking spreadsheet. And if you are interested in using this template, you can find that at timesavingtemplates.com, and then go to the shop in the HR section, and you should find this template listed there. And I'll also link to it in the description or the comments. And we also have some free resources you can find here at Time Saving Templates. If you go to timesavingtemplates.com/free resources, you'll see there's 3 different sections of free resources, including a compensation metrics cheat sheet. So if you are in HR compensation, that will just explain some different metrics to look at employee compensation management. And then we also have a free video guide to get you started with Excel. We also recently added a new package that I'll link to also, and that includes access to all of the HR and compensation templates. Plus, any new templates added within the next 12 months, you get access to that. So if you don't have time to go through all the different available templates and options, you can just get them all, and I'll link to the All-Star HR bundle. So I'll link to that as well. And until next time, don't forget, I'm here to help you streamline and save time when it comes to using your Excel spreadsheets. Thanks.